it's your girl Michelle back with another video. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. And if you haven't taken a look at the title, which you had to, we're going to be talking about homeschooling today. So let's go ahead and get started. So for those that don't, ages 8, 7, 5, and 3. Kind of busy, but there are a lot of speculations and assumptions about homeschooling that some people ask, and so I figured let's go ahead and just address those assumptions, right? So I have been homeschooling for about 4 months. We just decided to go ahead and do it. We knew we were going to have to do it eventually because we were just unhappy with, you know, what was being taught in the schools, in the public school system. So although our children, 2 of our children did attend charter schools, we still were not happy, and we have a preference on what we want our children to be taught, introduced to, how they're talked to, what's instilled in them when they are not out, when they're not in our presence. So we just had a lot of other things that we had to consider, and it was time to pull them for sure. I guess let's go ahead and get into the questions. I think people so one of the first questions or concerns people get, or they say, is the socialization piece from in homeschooling. They feel like the children will miss out on a socialization piece. There are homeschooling hubs, there are field trips, there are organizations, there's sports teams and extracurricular activities that you can put your children in so that they are not missing out on socialization piece. It doesn't make them socially awkward. It doesn't make them socially awkward in any way, shape, or form. But again, there's still other things for you to do and to involve your children in so that they aren't missing out on hanging out with other children, friends, and things of that nature. Capiche? Why I personally, me and my husband, decided to personally start homeschooling. Pretty much, we didn't have another option. We seen where the school system was going. We did not like it, and we decided to take charge. There was nothing else to it. At some point, I think people make the mistake of just sending their children to school and thinking it's on the school and it's only the school's responsibility to teach their children. That's one resource to teach the children, but we have to be responsible as parents and involve ourselves in what is being taught to our children, and we didn't like it, so we did something about it. To each his own. People say, I don't know how you do it, how are you so patient? Just like any other parent, any other human, we get upset, we yell, we get frustrated, just like the children do. They get upset, you know, and frustrated as well. So it's not that we're so patient, it's just that working with our children daily is teaching us different things about our children, teaching us different things about ourselves, and it's teaching us different things about the practice of patience, because, yep, it'll test you for sure. What curriculum do I use? So for me and our family, you have to be open to you using a little bit of everything, because, or using what works for you and your family, because there's just some things that don't work, that won't work for you. So I use a little bit of everything. Ours is religion based, as far as like their daily activity. We are Muslim, Nation of Islam, so a lot of their daily devotion or their daily activities is geared around that, into that teaching. Islam, mathematics, and things like that, drilling, the exercise of gods, just different things like that. So that's what their basis is, and so we still pull from other resources, which I encourage any homeschooling parent. If you are homeschooling or considering it, pull from different resources. It doesn't all have to come from one place at all. How do you teach if you're not a teacher? It's easy. I'm a mother first. The mother is the first teacher. period. How do your child learn how to talk? Because the mother is talking, teaches the baby to talk. The child listens, hears the mother's voice, tries to mimic the words. Like, we have to understand that we are the first teacher. And so, naturally, that's what we do. And so I think it's just one of those things. You don't need any type of qualification to be called a teacher, enter homeschool. You have the resources. Teach your children. If you need help, look up resources in your area. Like, literally, the internet is unlimited on the resources that are provided to you. Some are free, some are not. But look up the resources available in your area you live in and the resources that are available online. There are a lot of free resources. You just have to look into it and stay connected to other homeschooling moms and other homeschooling hubs. It helps. How do I teach multiple ages at one time? I don't. I have a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 7-year-old, and an 8-year-old. I literally have to pace myself with each one. Get the easiest 3-year-old out of the way first, or sometimes just give him things that'll distract him, like toys or, things, learning episodes, learning shows that'll distract him, so I can deal with the other ones. And you just do what works for you. I think that is one of the most important things when it comes to homeschooling. Do what works for you and your children, because what works for you guys will not work for your neighbor. Don't try to compare and contrast, because you'll end up with nothing. Okay? Is it a sacrifice? Can you afford the balance? Yes, it's a sacrifice. Like so many other things, us as women, we sacrifice a lot, but it is a sacrifice that I feel like it is needed. It is a sacrifice I would do all over again, because I know in the end my sacrifice will be worth it. So, can you afford the balance? You find ways to maneuver around not having another income, because I was working at the airport and being a doula. So, I had other jobs, but I think, again, you just balance it out. Can I pause what I'm doing right now, what's important to me right now, to sacrifice in teaching my children up, growing my children, grooming them and raising them? Can I pause what I want to do just to do that, and in the end know that it was worth it? I'm for sure gonna do it. And there are people out there who continue to work in homeschool because it is possible, because you can do it. Me, that doesn't work for me right now. Do what is best for you and what works for you. My last question I got: how do you balance your marriage with the homeschooling? So for those that didn't know, because you didn't watch any of my other videos where I mentioned I was married, we've been married for a while. I feel like you have to go through the kinks and the wrinkles to get to that smooth part. Like, there is no other way around it. You have to go through the bumps in the road to see what works for you. So you have to figure out, okay, well, I obviously know that if I'm teaching, I need to do dinner. Like, you have to have, I think, better time management, which is something that I'm working on. Not getting so caught up in being the mom and the teacher and the housewife that I forget that I have a husband who needs attention, who has needs as well. And so having to remind myself of, even when I'm feeling tired, sometimes that alone time of just staying up late with him, watching a movie, or even going to bed with him, because he has to work. He has to get up for work at like 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. And so, you know, maybe making a sacrifice of going to bed early with him just to get in that quality time so that my marriage is not feeling neglected. My spouse is not feeling neglected. Again, another sacrifice. So, I mean, it's all about what works for you, what works for your family. Everything that works for you is not going to work for someone else. You just find that balance and take hold of it and don't let that balance go. So, that is it. That's all the questions I have. If you have any more questions about homeschooling, feel free to ask me. I think I'll put some resources in the description box below. But in the meantime, I do thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully I said something about homeschooling that gave you a little bit more information than you had before. But all in all, if you are a homeschooling mama, cheers to you. Keep up the good work. I know it gets hard, but it'll be worth it. Just keep up the work and make sure y'all check out my other videos. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. Peace.